Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We bite.
One time for the fan. You already know what it is. You already know what it do. Chase, Bodie, go dogs.
Good.
Go Falcons as well.
Nice shirt.
We're gonna get to that in a couple minutes. Glad to be back here on One Time for the Fan. We got a lot of Falcons football to talk about, so let's get straight to it. Let's go ahead and start the podcast. Let's start the show. One time for the fan. You already know what it is. You already know what we do. We back. Feels good to be back.
With another
Still a
one.
little bit under the weather, but I'm here. I'm here. You ain't gotta worry about that.
Yeah,
Chase.
The weather changing.
Weather changing, man. It's like 99 degrees today. Chase, Bodie, what's good, man?
All this messed up. I'll just tell you now.
Pollen,
No.
that pollen getting ready to kick in. Is that what it is?
Yeah. And no, I ain't been sniffing booty, butt cheeks, and all this. Just
Yeah.
messed up, okay? And it's the new season. It's just a season change.
Bodie, Chase, chat, what's good? Feels good to be back talking Falcons football. Chase, what's up?
What's up, man? It's been a minute. Been busy. But yeah, life's good. You know, can't complain. Definitely ready for some offseason moves. Ready to talk some Falcon football for sure.
Man, Chase got that newscaster delay.
Chase,
Damn, is it bad?
Chase, are you back in 93? Because right now it's 2023.
Sheesh.
I'm drinking out of my Rise Up Tour cup.
Damn.
Shout out to the Rise Up Tour. One time for the fan. Let's get straight to it, y'all. Falcons football. Where do we begin? We begin with the chat. As always. Sean Cosworth here said, we used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat. Wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we Thursday.
Yep.
Yeet. Get some.
I play that song once a day. That's my
motivation.
Shit.
Falcons fan in the building. Deshaun's in the building. You know he wants to talk some Falcons football. Drake True Statements in the building. So what's up? Rise up, fellas. Hope all is well. Ready to talk some Atlanta Falcons football. You know we are too as well. Bridget's in the building. Miss B's here. She said, y'all.
I missed all y'all.
Good, Bridget.
I missed all y'all, man.
Truly glad to be back. We couldn't do the show Sunday. I wasn't feeling too well. So we decided to just pull the podcast and we'll be back on Wednesday. So
we know you was dusted, man. All that dust got to you. So
gosh,
sit down.
Gotta wear a mask.
Gotta wear a mask.
A little bit crazy out here, man. But yeah, I wasn't feeling too well, but I'm much better right now. And of course, when it came to the Falcons, we couldn't do the show Sunday. So we was a little bit upset because we're talking in the chat and we're going back and forth about different things. And then Monday, things happened with the Falcons. And last week, we had some stuff to talk about. So got all mixed up. And it's crazy when you do shows weekly. Because if you miss something, then it's like, damn, we got a jam-packed show when we come back. We got to jam some things in. So shout out to all the Falcon fans who's here with us on Wednesday. Of course, you know, every Sunday, every Wednesday, 8 p.m., we talking Falcons football. It's been every Sunday recently, but it feels good to be back on Wednesday right now. We might have to start opening it back up. You know what I mean? Every now and then, Bodie, Chase, because it feels good. It feels good to be here. Chat's going crazy. Drake Shoe Statement said, what's up, Miss B? He's talking to Bridget over there. Terrell's up in here. Rise up, Terrell.
Rise up, brother.
Key Creek's up in here. Rise up.
What's good?
Yes, sir.
Dan the man, check them power rankings, Dan. What's good, people? The Lamar talk has dwindled down, thankfully. Not the big talk has been on missed debates. We're going to get to all that too tonight as well.
Yes,
Trey
sir.
says, glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Trey. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Get to some.
I bet Dan was over there ticking when he was typing that shit.
Sheesh. DJ Dance? The skits on Facebook. You getting there. You putting it out there. Now you about to get some more visuals.
Deshaun.
Hey, Deshaun be having me rolling in that.
I love it. Falcons
Keep
football.
Keep it going, dog.
Falcons fan being creative. Die-hard Atlanta Falcons football fan is in the building. We got a celebrity in here. Eric Parker.
What's good, dog?
Falcon fans, you can catch us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Stitcher, what do they call? Radio Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Bodie?
Yeah.
So one time for the fan is out here.
Anywhere you can find a podcast, we're probably there. So.
And then, of course, YouTube. It's always about liking, sharing, and subscribing. Leave those comments. We always love talking Falcons football. And, of course, we have our Atlanta Falcons group, too, as well, where we love talking Falcons football with you guys on Facebook. It's called One Time for the Atlanta Falcons. So if you want to be a member of that group, go ahead and go to Facebook.
Check us out.
Type in One Time for the Atlanta Falcons, where it's a bunch of positive Falcon fans talking about one thing, the Atlanta Falcons. We all want to see the Falcons win. We all want to be there for the Super Bowl parade. We all going to be there for the trophies presentation. We all want to be a part of this. So when it comes
drunk, but I'll be there.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to bringing these Falcon fans together, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to, this fan, what Terry say? That hostile environment in the bins.
Yeah.
It comes from fans sticking together. And that's why we have groups like One Time for the Atlanta Falcons, where you guys can just jump in there and post all your comments and talk about anything you want to talk about when it's Falcons related. So go ahead and search that up. Join the group.
Got to bring the hostile environment. Hopefully they bring that hostile defense. I'm tired of getting 400 yards put on our head every Sunday.
Man, things going to change. Time's going to change. We talked about it one time
for
the fan chat. You already know time's going to change.
I'm going to see Terry when I walk through the bins. Hey, man. Hey, you didn't fix that secondary.
Somebody's going to fix the secondary. I guarantee you that. This whole team's about to be right going into this season. I've been a Falcon fan for a very long time, and I'm sure Falcon fans can agree to as well. But this season, like the other couple seasons, like my energy level was like through the roof on what's about to happen with this team. And how you're looking at over the past few years, the Bucks and the Saints and some of these other teams, that's just getting. Where was our shine at since the Super Bowl? It's been downhill since the Super Bowl. I understand, but this new era, what the Atlanta Falcons are getting ready to do, is about to be exciting, and I mean exciting. I'm talking about when Matt has been gone and Julio's gone. Now you're getting those feelings off your chest and out of your system. So now you get into the Mariota and the situation, and he's gone, and now it's Desmond Ridder. Just imagine over the past 2 years how you felt about a quarterback as a Falcon fan here in Atlanta. Just imagine how you felt in the past 2 years for your quarterback from all the changes being made. The running back situation, Tyler Gill sneaking up to having a 1,000-yard season. Kyle Pitts, remember last year, of course, with his 1,000-yard season tight end, rookie draft. Drake London, 5 touchdowns this year, 4 touchdowns, going crazy. We got our Drake London highlight reel video coming too. So it's just exciting to see this new brand of the Falcons football. And now you put the money into it. You put what Terry's about to do and the new defensive coordinator and all these new pieces. You're like, man, some changes about to be made here in the NFC South. And now it's about to be our time. I told y'all the other day when we were watching the playoffs, playoffs ain't the same without the Falcons in it, man. It just don't feel the same.
Of course
just don't. Like I'm watching the games like, man, the Falcons are on TV right now, playing in the playoffs right now. Man, come on, man. Come on. Whole world be watching. Boring ass games we got in the damn playoffs this year.
Yeah, they suck.
I don't want to get to it.
Suck.
Chase. Terrell said, I totally agree. Excited about this season. Miss B says, are there any outlets for fans that you can talk instead of typing? Getting tired of typing all the time.
Ooh.
Get on
You
that.
know what? I got some ideas. I ain't even told
Sure.
Jack about this shit yet, but we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna stir up some stuff.
Okay.
Bridget, we're gonna hear something very soon. I got some ideas up in the noggins. We're gonna have a little outlet for us to talk to instead of typing.
Like a phone call or something. Yeah.
Or like a audio room or something, but we'll get there.
Clubhouse.
We'll let you know very soon. No,
Something like a clubhouse.
something like a clubhouse, but I got you. Just don't worry.
I will say that we have been talking a lot in the chat. Our one time for the fan chat about what we're getting ready to do this year. Chase, you can agree. Bodie, you can agree. We're getting ready to really push not only some nice exclusive content for you all. We have training camp coming up, draft, as much coverage as we can as fans, so that way you guys can enjoy it. Because we enjoy it too. And Chase, you're not getting paid. I'm not getting paid. Bodie's not getting paid. Like, we're diehard fans.
Yeah, but
Diehard fans. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to these Falcons, we're gonna do the best we can to keep it real with you all. So yeah, you know, we're gonna think of some new ways to push this content to you. But what Bridget just said, and Bodie, what's your idea? I mean, just let us know. So
yeah,
I like the clubhouse type of thing. I don't know if clubhouse is still popping. I don't know if it's still.
No. I got something for you.
Okay, you got something.
Don't even worry about it. It's just I ain't even told you yet. I've been working some stuff.
Well, I saw you with Jeff Bezos the other day. So what was that about?
Hey man, I just updated mine. I'm broke as hell. Goddamn. Help me out. Look at it. I ain't been able to have a haircut in months.
Now that understands why you had the bucket and the rag in your hand. Lisa Shepard, y'all going to watch the Netflix series about Mahomes' cousins and Mariota? Mariota, the movie star?
Oh,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna talk about that too.
One time for the fan. Rookies leading the way. We was gonna talk about this on Sunday. PFF came out 2022 season highest graded rookies.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Chase. We know that the offensive player of the year was a rookie from the Jets. The defensive player of the year was a rookie from the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
But PFF has the highest graded rookies here for the 2022 season on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Algier, 86.7.
Mm-hmm.
Which Tyler Algier played in every game this season, correct?
Every game but the first one?
Well, the first, I don't think he played the first game.
I don't think he played. I don't even think he was active week one.
Let's get it in here. I'm about to pull like academics. I be watching academics. He be like, "Come on, chat, let's find out. Let's get in here. Let's get the stats." Drake London 83.2, Garrett Wilson 82.7, Chris Olave 82.5. Rookies leading the way. Two offensive players for the Atlanta Falcons, rookies who is going to make this offense, of course, improve over the next few years. But one name, of course, we didn't get a chance to see on this list. We hope if we'd have had a whole season, his name would have been on here. Would have been Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
4 games for Ridder this season. Of course, PFF's not going to have him as the highest graded offensive rookie, so we don't have to worry about that. But just of what's going on in the Falcons clubhouse right now we talked about this before. And we're going to talk about this next because it brings up Lamar Jackson.
Mm.
I mean, the defense now, because we talked about this so much, we can go on week after week, but now you're seeing more and more of the defense being separated where it's like people want Lamar. They want him here. People don't want Lamar. They want Ridder to go. So we have to ask this question. Has your thoughts changed, Chase, Bodie, about Desmond Ridder being your quarterback? I know we're going to ride with the organization for whatever they do. It could be, I'm telling you, they could put me at quarterback tomorrow, which is possible.
No, it's not.
I'm telling you, I can throw 80 yards on the run.
This is not Madden.
Just telling you. If they do decide to make the move and bring Lamar, if they do decide to make the move and keep Ridder, does your thoughts even change for any bit, Chase? Are you still gonna? I know you're rocking with the organization, but what's your thoughts about Ridder, man?
I'm still gonna have to rock with Ridder, dog. I'm pushing for Ridder. I like the draft pick. Seeing what he did in college, seeing what he did in the NFL. His first 4 games with us. I mean, I know 2 were a loss, but 2 were a win, and they were both at home. So I mean, you got a young quarterback that can win at home with offense that wasn't 100%, with a defense that was nowhere near 100%. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what Ritter can do for the future. I don't think you go and waste all your cap on a player that is, I mean, we all seen the Watson predicament. It's going to be about the same thing with Lamar in a year or two. So I'm cool with keeping money, going defense, and trying to get a ring. I want a defense to get a Super Bowl.
Bodie?
I believe the most ideal situation is to ride out Ritter. Oh Lord, I'm gonna keep answering the question. Oh yeah,
No, you good. You good. Trust me.
Yeah, you trying new stuff. I think the idea is to keep keep riding.
I'm
Ritter.
the engineer here. I'm the producer over here.
Hey, man,
Go ahead.
you're an engineer, but you hit that rock over there. Yeah. Anyway, God, you play too much. So yeah, Ritter. Of course, Ritter is a cheaper contract, of course, and enabled us to buy. We all know yada yada yada, free agents, blah blah blah. That's the most ideal situation because, I mean, if I was GM, I would explore that route. But you can't ignore, and I'm playing devil's advocate, you cannot ignore the Lamar situation. That would instantly make more money here, sells tickets, blah, 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 all that stuff. For folks to show up, those damn Lamar jerseys will be off the shelves. It's cute, whatever. I mean, but it's not the most ideal way to build a championship contender. You see all these teams, they start with rookie quarterbacks like like Tom Brady. I don't know if y'all remember, it was so long ago, but Brady was making pennies and they built that team around him. And well, it wasn't even around him, it was around Bledsoe, but I digress. And they was able to build up, and then that's the other name, it lost me, but that's the most ideal. Oh, Russell Wilson, it happened that way too.
Oh yeah.
It's just that's the most ideal way to get to. You got to build. It's a whole 53 man you got to build around, not just that one man making freaking 40% of the money on the roster. I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out.
It's gonna be a large.
It's
gonna be a large.
It's gonna be a large. We do get Lamar. We'll have money to get guys still. Won't be the max guys. It won't be the Ron Paynes. It won't be the top players. But it's just make that road harder.
Would you say Lamar wants to give up what he has going on in Baltimore right now? What's already been built in Baltimore? I think they have a top 10 defense. Pretty much.
I think the whole
to come over here in Atlanta
Lamar.
just for money. I mean, I understand you're looking for a new contract, but there's some more teams right now. I think outside of Atlanta that Falcon fans who want Lamar need to look at and say, "Oh, we got him." Falcon fans probably like, "No, we got Lamar. He's coming. If he turns down the Ravens, he's coming to our team. You better wait."
Yeah.
There's a couple more teams I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
That might bust your bubble real soon.
I thought I read somewhere that Lamar had part of the offensive coordinator like hiring situation. Like the coordinator wouldn't come if it wasn't considered Lamar would stay. So I don't know. I think it's deeper than what we know. I really think he's a Raven next year.
Well, when we posted the information about, what the reporter said last month about, they're going to look for some big name candidate, which, Todd Monken is a big name too as well.
Right.
Shout out to the Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Which I think they're going to draft Stetson Bennett somewhere in this draft.
Oh,
if Lamar does leave or decides not to leave, I think because he's Todd Monken. Wouldn't doubt it. Stetson Bennett.
Draft him if he was staying there, yeah.
But what I'm thinking here is that Lamar's going to give up all of this in Baltimore just to go shop a mega deal somewhere?
All of what,
everything that was built around him, like everything that Baltimore has with the Ravens when it comes to their team is Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
built around Lamar Jackson. Is for Lamar Jackson. Bringing him here to Atlanta, I know it's a new market for him. But then again, like you said, Bodie, it's going to sell some tickets. Bring a lot of money down here to them Falcons. And a couple of players going to be thinking about, hey, Atlanta's looking kind of, nice little sexy team to go to this season.
Yeah,
You never know what can happen.
It'll be veterans who will come on cheap deals.
It's going to put some butts in some seats.
Sure, we'll be able to get cheap veterans like the Eagles did at the end of last year to ride a coattail to try to make some noise. I mean, that could happen, but that's just a quick light in the fire. That's like a flash in the pan right there.
But what I don't want is Falcon fans upset if we don't get Lamar and you turn your back on the team. If you was a fan before,
you're gonna get
got to be a fan after.
There's no way out of that. There's people you can't talk people out of how they're feeling. People like, oh, we need Lamar, we need a quarterback. Ritter, no, because like I said, they feed off media. They feed off everything. Ain't nobody hype up Ritter like that. The media didn't hype him up even when we drafted him, except our media, local media. But still, I mean, he's not Lamar. Okay, Lamar is dynamic. He's exciting to watch. He's all this. He's 1,000-yard rusher. He's MVP. He's a effing MVP. How many MVPs of the league be on the market to get on the team? You can't ignore that as a Falcon. As the Falcons, they got to look at it, of course. But I mean, it's just they're gonna be mad. Falcons fans are gonna be mad. They're gonna turn it back and whatever, but they'll come back
regardless. Yeah,
they'll come back. It's just the way of the world. It's how it is here.
Now, look how this started, Falcons fans. We started with rookies leading the way. When we're talking about Algier and London, and we got straight to Ritter. From Ritter, we got to the quarterback situation, which got to Lamar, because, of course, that's where the talk is being held at within the Falcons fan base right now. We're going to talk about what's being talked about. I mean, people want Lamar. Some people don't. Some people want Ritter. Some people don't. I mean, I respect everybody's opinion. I'm not going to go in there and bash anybody. I've had some pretty good conversations with some fans who want Lamar and some fans who want Ritter. So, I see it both sides. I see it either way. I'm a Falcon fan for life, so I'm going to be here regardless.
Yeah.
Check this out, though.
It's crazy to say, even if they sign you at quarterback,
it's possible. It's possible because I can throw 80 yards on the run. Now,
my eyes will be bleeding, but I watch.
Maybe think of what I'm about to get to. Yeah. One time for the fan.
Yeah.
If you're looking at Lamar Jackson's situation, remember what happened with Deshaun Watson? When you kept hearing about the Falcons and the Saints, this team, and then here comes the Browns. Boop, right at the last minute and grabbed him.
Yeah.
For some strange reason, I mean, I see the fans that's posting underneath the Ravens post and PFF posts of where Lamar can go. But then again, you're looking at what the Titans did today. Clearing up that cap space.
Yep.
Making almost 4 moves that opened up almost $26 million in cap. I would not be surprised with a team who's still unsure about a Malik Willis. Same like the Falcons with Desmond. Oh, fans, we're in that boat again. Their Tannehill's gone. All these names, all these players from the Titans now. Bud Dupree apparently getting cut. Zach Cunningham apparently got cut. The kicker got cut.
And Taylor Lewan. Yeah.
You open up that money and you're looking at your quarterback situation. Is Malik your starter next year? Are you drafting a quarterback Tennessee? So what are you about to do? You about to make a move?
Did Tennessee drop Tannehill?
He's going to be moved.
They didn't drop him. He's going to be traded probably.
He's probably going to be gone.
Okay.
From what I'm seeing from the fans, they don't want him there. And this new GM is coming there cleaning house.
Yeah, he's not playing.
And from what I'm seeing on the Titans post today, the fans are like, Tannehill's next.
And they're looking for Malik Willis because he played a little bit and he showed a little flashes. And they're excited about Malik Willis like we are about Ritter.
I'm not surprised if the Titans or the Seahawks is one of the 2 teams to land Lamar. I'm not going to be surprised.
That's very possible. Or the Jets.
I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just going to sit back and say, it's Ritter time. Look, I already knew. I'm still sticking with Ritter that this Falcons going to go with Ritter. I mean, Country laid it out when he came in here talking about Ritter's his numbers, contract-wise.
Yeah. I think it's a low percentage. Very low chance that we get Lamar. And I'm fine with that.
Falcons fans, we love talking Falcons football with y'all.
Tired of my defense looking broke.
Sheesh.
Look broke, busted, and
I've
disgusted.
also looked over what Miss B was talking about too. We can do a Twitter space. So Twitter space is pretty cool. We can actually jump on there from Twitter. We can have a shit ton of Falcon fans in there. Randomly too. We can set up an event. That's something that we can do. Or Bodie, if you have something else in mind too as well. That's more one time for the fan. On our side, I know Twitter's out there. Elon Musk is taking over. The robots are taking over.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk about it.
Moves have been made in the NFL. Of course, this week teams have been releasing some players. Teams have been re-signing some players. Falcons did re-sign Liam McCollum today, the long snapper, because long snappers are players too. Long snappers are players too. That's right.
Yeah.
Big move today from the Falcons. The fact of the day, Mr. Fact of the day, Liam McCollum is back with the Atlanta Falcons after re-signing today. But a name that we heard about yesterday, Chase, and it raises your sweater right there, the Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, Zoe Carter.
Yeah.
Falcon fans, some knew about this, some did not know about this, but his contract was voided. The 1 year deal, which Falcons fans knew about. Some fans were like, I thought it was a 2-year deal. Well, don't forget about the void year. Of course, it's in that contract. So did the Falcons, they didn't make a decision to re-sign him right then and there. My guess is he's going to test the market. I'd love to see Zoe Carter back here in Atlanta. I'd love to see him back.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not the organization and what they're getting ready to do and where the direction of the defense is going.
And we're not Zoe Carter in his pockets. So
that too as well. Zoe Carter may feel like those 3.5 sacks he had is worth a certain amount. I mean, don't get me wrong. Not just the 3.5 sacks or anything, but he did play a big piece right here in this Falcons defense this season. And he's a very good player. So shout out to Zoe Carter. Now, his agent and what they're going to be working on with the Falcons and if there's going to be a deal or no deal, hey, Falcon fans, just be glad that Zoe Carter came here and did the best he could to help this defense and help some of the players, whoever he's working with, whether it's Arnold or whether it's D'Angelo Malone, took a piece of advice for him or just, try to get in his shoes for a couple minutes to find out how can I be more like Zoe Carter? How can I get to the quarterback? How can I such and such? He did help out a lot of players on this team. If he is gone, sucks to see. But if he comes back, time to get that Zoe Carter jersey. But then again, sucks to see that Zoe Carter's contract was voided. And now he is no longer an Atlanta Falcon. So, Chase, your thoughts about Zoe Carter, man, here as a Falcon, and then going forward. You want him back or what's the play?
Yeah, man. I like Zoe Carter's production all year. He was one of our top guy names that we called out in preseason before the season even started that was making flashes. So it was just a player that came in and kind of what you would say led the defense. He was an identity player. He was somebody that could get the sack, somebody that controlled the edge, teach younger people. I'd like to get him back for the right price. So I don't say you reach and give him something that we don't maybe think he's worth, but I know out of the draft or out of the top 20 people in the draft, there's like at least 10 edges that are top 20. So it's pretty deep. So as far along as free agency and draft, there's always replacements. So, shout out to Zoe Carter. Appreciate what he did for the Falcons, but riding with the organization.
Bodie?
And even in-house, Malone can take that spot. That's another thing. Let's be real. I don't know if y'all know, but Zoe Carter's contract was getting voided regardless. They talked about that shit last offseason when they signed him. If he played shitty as hell this offseason or this season, he was getting voided because he was shit. If he was nice, he was getting voided because he's getting more money.
Regardless, he was going to be a free.
Regardless, he was getting voided. It hasn't got nothing to do with him, with us not wanting him.
No production or numbers or anything. Nope.
So that was the plan. So just to clear that up, if you guys didn't know that. Same as Chase said. Right price. We are serious about getting guys in here for the right price, having as much cap as we can possibly have to go after the guys we want to go after and really play this to us and not play into a box because we've been in a box so long because we've been paying big time players for so long, and we ain't had no money like this since God knows how long. I was in I had a pacifier in my mouth. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Forever.
Okay? It's been a long time since we had some bread. So they're doing it the right way. They're not signing him back real quick. They probably let him explore his options, see if he can find something. And he'll probably come back to the Falcons and say, okay, this team offered me X and X. So what y'all doing? What y'all thinking about me?
Could be a hometown discount for Zoe too as well. I mean, hey,
we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's talking. Everything that they talk about, they don't leak to the media because the media is messy. So they don't do that shit. Okay, we don't know exactly what's going on. So let's see what happens, man.
I like how a lot of things is not getting out of the Falcons like fiery branch. Like there's no agent. Leaking anything or this person saying something nasty about the organization.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't hear that with the Falcons. Our complaint does not play that. We bring in respectable players that lets to play for organization, and we'll talk about the money and all that other stuff later. So shout out to all the players who play here for
we run a tight ship. Except when Julio was talking shit on Undisputed. Oh, I'm out of there.
Hey, big dog, what you gonna do, big dog?
I'm out
what you gonna do, Julio?
I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Yeah, all right.
Hold on, now get the Henny, dog.
Dude ain't caught 10 passes since.
Sheesh.
I'm a hater. Yeah, I'm a hater. Shit.
Joseph Avery says, I hope Terry and Coke Smith don't mess up all the cap money on Lamar, which gets to what we have to get to next. We have to go right back to Lamar. The franchise tag came out earlier this week. So the NFL can now, the teams can now tag the players that they need to on their rosters. And it leads me to believe what is going on in Baltimore. They didn't tag. He should have been the first name. Bam! Right there.
Yeah, they should have the paper at the door before, like right there. They should have slipped it under the door, honestly.
Nah, it's just like
they know he won't play. They know he won't play without a contract.
They got to work on a mega deal.
Yeah, he won't play under a franchise tag.
If it's not a tag, it's a mega deal. And it's leading me to believe, hey, the more time you take for that to happen, other teams are sitting there planning and prepping for Lamar too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ravens got to get it right so that way we can just keep rolling with Ritter, man. I just want the news to just come out quickly so that way we can just go ahead and just roll with it. Because next thing you know, we wake up tomorrow morning, Lamar Jackson has turned down the talks on the Ravens. Oh, snap. Now it's about to get crazy.
It's getting real now.
Or you wake up tomorrow morning, you wake up Friday morning or next week, and it says Lamar Morning has signed his contract with the Ravens. All right, cool. Bet. What do the Falcons do now?
Yeah, we can all move on collectively.
Just want to move. That's what we want to do. That's all we want to do.
We can all cry, then we can get the hell on. All right, we can just. All right, next.
Why do we talk about it? Because it's the quarterback situation here in Atlanta.
Yeah,
it's a major piece to what we have to do going forward. And some fans are like, "You can't do it with Ritter. It's only 4 games." Well, we gave Mariota almost whole damn season. And who knows if that pass in Pittsburgh, that game against Pittsburgh, if he would have been intercepted, let's just say we would have won that game. Who knows? Would he have been kicked off the team next time, or if he would have left the team? Do we know? If we would have won that game, what would have happened?
Man, you just brought.
I think if we win that game, he plays the next game.
I'm telling you, if we would have won that game against Pittsburgh, he plays the next game. As soon as I get game, I get all downhill.
I got PTSD. Yeah. I didn't know y'all was gonna bring this shit up tonight.
Just telling you, man. Because Mariota's a movie star now.
Well, at least he be good at something.
I gotta look this up, man. This Mariota movie star thing.
There's a Netflix docuseries coming out now, apparently, where they was going at. Well, I guess they was following Patrick Mahomes, I guess Josh Allen, I believe it was, and Marcus Mariota.
That's such a random name. He's not in that class of what the fuck?
Mariota? Yeah, why Mariota?
I would love to find out what happened.
Please explain. Somebody
on this series.
I need to Google that shit.
Watching some of the Drake highlights with Mariota at quarterback, some of them plays were pretty nice. There was some spots Mariota shined throughout this year, and then it's just like
even on our Drake London highlight reel, most of the clips are from Mariota thrown into London.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good ball placement there. I don't know what happened.
I just want to see on the docuseries what happened after the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah. That's all I want to see. Throw him throwing the ball off his ass cheek.
It just can't say to be continued. I'm gonna be like, waste of time. Show me what happened after that throw against Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
that's all I want to see.
You need to see that.
Just fast forward right to the end, because we know what happened in the beginning. Yeah, it's just Mariota docuseries, Netflix.
so-
Chase, you watching it?
Yeah, I'm checking it out.
When your Falcons gear?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Hey, get some in-depth sideline action with the Falcons. And we'll see what Netflix do. Maybe Netflix is jumping into the sports game. Next thing you know, they're going to be broadcasting games on the weekends. Bo, you watching it?
Of course,
Mariota,
I'm
the
watching
movie
that
star?
shit. You know I'm gonna watch that shit. Like I gotta watch it.
Yeah, he checking it out.
My team is in it. I gotta watch it. I gotta go watch fantasy football, that little kid movie, because the Falcons in it. I need to just watch
Fact.
it.
One time for the fan, man.
Crazy, but I'm watching.
Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. You know we love talking Falcons football. A lot of rumors about another quarterback coming to Atlanta.
Big old X on that one.
Here it is. Yeah, I tell you, Falcons fans are something else. Falcons fans are something else. And I posted it the other day, and I posted a nice Will Ferrell gif too, with the "You Need to Relax" gif on the post. Where did this Justin Fields to Atlanta stuff come from?
It's so random, dude. It's so.
Where
random.
is it coming from?
Because they wanted him in the first place. They wanted him
I think they
first.
won
Which one of
trade.
you Madden GMs got the? How y'all making this happen? What are y'all doing here?
Right,
And it's crazy
that.
because there's articles out about it now.
14 years of Madden. This is what you
They
do.
ain't got
in the
nothing else
next
to
2
talk
years.
about. It is freaking February. So, of course, they going to write bullshit right now.
Yeah, they're just waiting for something to happen.
Him to Atlanta?
Yeah.
No,
I understand.
That shit ain't happening.
I understand Falcon fans want a true quarterback one here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I understand. You had a long time with Matt. So now you're throwing Lamar. Then you last year you threw Watson.
You know what?
Lamar. Now you're throwing Fields. You have a true quarterback one sitting right now as a Falcon.
I truly
His
believe
name
that.
is Desmond Ridder. We still haven't really seen a full season. And I like how some of the real top journalists have already said next year you're really getting your full season of Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
Because you saw 4 games of him. You went 2-2. Don't forget we're 2-0 at home in the Benz right now this year. But you haven't seen him in a full season with a full layout of weapons next to him. Kyle Pitts 100. You haven't even seen him with Kyle Pitts yet.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I didn't say some crazy shit happen. They do got the number 1 pick. There's a lot of shit can go that way. They can draft a quarterback and say F you Fields. I mean, they could all that stuff can happen. We could work off what ifs until the cows.
They could. They very well could.
Like I don't see it, but I've seen some crazy stuff happen. I've seen Josh Rosen get drafted at 10, and then they suck for a year, and then they go get what's his face? They say F you, Josh Rosen, and then they go get another guy. They don't develop him. They say F you. Like I didn't see some crazy stuff.
Let me tell you something. I don't see Fields to Atlanta. I don't see it happening.
I don't see it, but I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna happen.
I don't see it happening. I just don't.
Never say never. I won't sit here and say that ain't gonna happen, and then that shit happen. I'll be like, oh.
I'm not putting it all on just a 3rd round quarterback. Not putting it on just Desmond Ridder, but his college career has at least shown that you have to give him at least 1 season. If last year was supposed to be the year, Mariota cooked it up. Rotten egg. You know what happened.
They gave Tim Tebow a season too. Look at his college career.
You gotta give Ridder at least a season with the weapons around you. And Falcon fans, don't forget.
So here's
next
the
year's
thing,
draft
even
is
if
also
Ridder
loaded
doesn't,
with quarterbacks too as well. Chase, go ahead.
Even if Ridder doesn't pan out to be your starting quarterback after a whole season next year, you don't have to cut him. He's a 3rd round pick. He's still good for 2 to 3 years after next year. So that's somebody you can still progress. He may not be ready for a starting role, but it's still somebody you can progress as a draft pick.
See, the Texans gave David Mills, a chance. I think they were in a situation. He was like a 3rd round pick or 4th. I don't know what the hell. And they gave him a chance. It was like, oh, we kind of like his tools. They gave him a year. They sucked ass. Okay, now you can get a quarterback. If that's us next year, that's us. Because we at least get a man a chance.
Yeah,
that's all
right.
Yeah. Falcon fan, Pamela Johnson's in the building. It's good, Pamela.
Hey, Pamela.
It's good.
Ha. Jeff Wolf gonna wake you up 2 in the morning.
For
What's
real.
Jeff saying there? Jeff can't even type right
with
now.
a picture outside of Flowery Branch waiting for practice to start.
Jeff can't even type right now. His damn shoulder. I know his shoulder. He can't even lift his shoulder trying to type something.
It's a good question, Terrell.
A couple more things to talk about here on One Time for the Fan. Terrell Johnson's in the building. Do you think we keep Huntley, Buddy?
Huntley, it's going to be tough.
I think he's going, man.
I can't see it. Injuries, and that's another thing. We're going to have to make a lot of tough decisions. I think one of my takes is Hayward might be gone.
So, yeah.
I know y'all don't want to hear that shit, but
Yeah.
the man is 33,
Hayward could
coming
be
off
gone.
a big injury. We cut him, we save money. That's what we in the business of right now, to save money to possibly play Deron Payne. I mean, that's just the truth. So Huntley, I love him. Maybe you can bring him back on the back end.
There's a lot of nice cornerbacks in the free agency too.
But it's just tough right now. He got a long recovery for his injury. So.
Tough call. I'd love to have him back. I think he was a power runner this year. Did some.
Yeah,
he has some good
amazing,
runs.
man.
Great run.
From preseason. From
But you
preseason
can
all the way
also
throughout
get
the year.
a Caleb Huntley too as well somewhere in the free agency. You can also get a Caleb Huntley in the draft.
Yeah.
Too as well. I mean, it's just the NFL. It's just the business, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'd love to see Huntley come back. I mean, he did a great job helping this running back room this year. So any player who did anything they could this season, I would love to see come back here in Atlanta Falcons. And, of course, they have to rebuild and do some other things, but not every player can stay. So Huntley is the name that we talked about a couple times this year. But now we know it's tough when you got to make those cuts, Chase. You know, and you're going to get some bodies about this building. You're going to bring in some new faces. Huntley, to us, probably is a name that's going to be walking out the door, in our opinion. Yeah. Now, if he comes back, hey, solid. Let's bring him back.
But, yeah, I definitely would welcome him back.
Team Raiders in the building.
Yes, sir.
Pamela Johnson said you can sell tickets by winning games, period.
Preach.
Not just about bringing in the player. Not just about bringing in the player. LaMarcus Boyd, what's good, fellas?
I had to go to the chat and see what I had to go see what Jeff Wolf was talking about. I had to go to the chat. Jeff said I get distracted easily. Oh man, I'm just bringing up a possibility. Now he come here, then what you gonna say, Jeff? What you gonna say, Jeff? He here. You be like, well, I mean, yeah, you gotta watch him. You gotta watch him, Jeff. I gotta say it. You gotta watch him. So.
One time for the fan, Drake true statement. Also, people who don't want Lamar got to chill on the disrespect. He a better quarterback and passer than we think. Playing calling limited him. Greg Roman is gone for a reason.
Yeah,
that
is
Roman
true. Sucked. Yeah, sucked.
I want whatever gets us a championship, which is why I keep saying, Drake.
That's it. I'm playing.
I can get signed tomorrow.
No.
For the Atlanta Falcons.
See, he covered his face for you because he didn't want to hear that.
Sheesh.
That's tough.
I'm gonna need all the support. Now I talked to Country the other day, and I told him, I said, folks don't think I can throw 80 yards on the run. So we're gonna set it up. I don't know if we're gonna get a football game going or 11-on-11 going, something we're gonna get going on out here. But I'm playing quarterback.
You're gonna have a
and video. I got the plays too, drawing up.
You're gonna have a video. You're gonna put a video out. And it's gonna be edited, and you're probably gonna get somebody to throw the ball. It's gonna be like Mike Vick or something, and you're gonna get him to throw the ball. And you'll be like, yeah, that's me right there. Stop it, stop.
Jack, between you and Big Low, somebody got to get picked.
Big
Low ran that 40 the other day though. That was hilarious right there.
Oh my god.
I want W's in the Super Bowl run. That's what I want. And if Lamar really can get us there, so be it. LaMarcus Boyd is in the building. Shout out to LaMarcus.
You gotta visit both sides. You do. I'm telling you what I want. Personally, I want to build this whole team with money, but I will not lean one way or the other. They could both happen.
Damon Jones has good show. Shout out to Damon Jones in the building.
Appreciate that.
Shout out.
Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button. You know we love talking Falcons football with all the Falcons fans. Let's see here. Demi Jones said, I think it's a high chance we try. You have to have space and picks. We best position, but I hope we don't go for Lamar. There's a lot of Falcon fans who are going to say, I don't go for Lamar. I want to go for Lamar. Or, hey, you know what? Just bring us a championship. I'm all for the championship. I'm just giving you all what I think about the quarterback situation.
Whatever's the best
I would like to see Desmond Ridder as the quarterback next year. I'm not saying that if Lamar is the quarterback, I'm out the building. I'm there. But I would like to see Desmond Ridder get his chance at being the starting quarterback, build some weapons around him, build this offense. You got a whole season now for Desmond Ridder.
Try to be economical. We got
to get it together here.
Yeah. You don't get these off seasons when you got 70 mil all too often. So
Jeff Wolf in the building said Ridder is the way to go. Use money and draft for defense.
See, I'm with you, Jeff.
Agreed.
With you, dog. I'm with you.
Agreed.
The legendary, the Falconator, is in the building. He said the whole team signed a 1-year deal. We was broke with the laughing emojis.
We broke as hell. Even Jack went up there.
People's got to remember that comment there when we go.
Don't forget, Falcons fans, One Time for the Fan. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on Google Podcasts. Just type us in on Google. You'll find us everywhere you can. Listen to us. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button. Jake True Statement said, this is facts, Bodie. They said this last year.
Yeah, I think he was talking about a little Zoe Carter stuff.
Bridget's in the building. She said, I'm curious why folks are so sold on Ridder. Here we go, Big Jet.
I like
He only played 4 games, and he was a 3rd-round pick. Not saying he will be good, but what are your expectations for him to be a franchise QB? Bodie, Chase, the guys want to go around the table. Shout out to Miss Bridget here in the building.
Let me holler at it. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'll start on that if you want me to.
Go ahead.
I like Ridder I'm not saying Ridder is your franchise quarterback as of now. I think he's a guy that could be. We only seen 4 games of him, and I feel like he deserves a whole year just because he came in and showed that he can win an NFL game, 2 NFL games. So I think you gave him a shot. You also gave him a shot with somebody as in Drake London, which is another rookie. Tyler Algier, that's a rookie. An offensive line that finally got clicking just this year. So this is his first year playing with all these boys. Somebody, if you go back and sign the whole offensive line, you got 2 years under your belt with them. So also a receiver too. You didn't have a true receiver too. His tight end was hurt. He was working on what he had. At the end of the season, make it or break it pretty much. But I think he deserves a shot. I'm not saying he's a franchise right now, but he deserves a shot, in my opinion.
Bodie?
I'll say this. Ridder, I'm not saying I'm sold. Of course, we already got to see more. Ridder he has the tools, but he has his deficiencies. There's a reason we drafted him in the 3rd round, like you said, Bridget. This man, he has the tools, he has the know-how, he has the smarts, and that's the most important thing. He's actually a good high IQ, football IQ quarterback. He didn't get it off his size. He didn't get it off his arm. He didn't get it off of none of that. And we've seen quarterbacks
Kind of that being a very good quarterback in college.
Just a very smart guy. We want to see if we can put that smarts together with his tools. I think he deserves a chance, but like I said, MVPs don't come on the market potentially every offseason. That do not happen. So you gotta look at it. But I'm not saying Ridder is the guy. I'm saying if the offseason goes the way that is projecting to go right now, then he'll be that guy to get that chance. I'm willing to give him a chance. He didn't look like hot garbage juice. He didn't look like Nathan Peterman out there. If he looked like Nathan Peterman, I say get his ass out of here. But he was the 2nd quarterback taken in.
Can we all agree on one thing? We're definitely not a quarterback away.
No. It's deeper than quarterback. If we got Lamar on this team right now, of course,
you still have pieces to build. You still have to go build.
We'll win probably maybe 10 games, but we'll still have deficiencies. We'll still have it's a both it's double-edged swords of both. You get Lamar, you can't build. We'll be winning some games. We'll beat some good teams. We'll probably lose to some bum ass teams. I mean, it's just the way of the world. But we won't be where we, ideally should be. And then we get Ritter. Why not try him out, see if it works? Yeah, I'm not saying he's the guy, but I mean, he hasn't done anything to not deserve a fair shot at it. So that's my take on it.
I just believe Ritter definitely deserves a fair shot. His college career kind of says it for him right now going into the NFL. For the Atlanta Falcons, I mean, drafting Desmond Ritter for the quarterback situation that you've seen over the past 2 years, I mean, me as a fan, it kind of got me excited to say that he could possibly be the franchise quarterback. He went to go get a future franchise wide receiver, and now you can see that you got your bell cow running back who's now going to be your future franchise running back. I mean, the pictures that I was seeing leading up, the videos, even Arthur Blank's comments about going to the Notre Dame game to see him play against Cincinnati. I mean, Cincinnati versus Notre Dame, and Arthur Blank said, that's the guy I want as an Atlanta Falcon, the quarterback.
I've learned a lot.
For him to say that.
I've learned a lot about Arthur Blank. And
it builds a lot. And like we talked about here on the podcast in the past, some of these words mean a lot. And you heard Terry say earlier in the Falcons season ticket holder call this month, he'll be ready to roll next season. He's going to be working in the offseason and such and such. They're going to build to the quarterback room. He never said he was the starter. And I understand that. He's a third-round pick. But you got a franchise wide receiver, your franchise running back. Remember the pictures and the videos? They was in the dorm together, him and Drake London, and just the communication he kept hearing in the offseason. Go back to last year and try to find all those articles. And everything once Desmond was drafted, it showed that at one point in time, he was going to play this year. And you can't lie, Falcons fans. Every fan wanted to see him play. Every fan wanted to see him play. And it got to a lot of times with Mariota. Once his name was selected, he was like, Mariota, what? Oh, man, get the kid a shot. Get the kid a shot. Get the kid a shot. And then when you see him play 4 games, and now you're just sold on Lamar. So I think as a Falcon fan, and maybe for the organization, they will give him a year to see what he can do. I mean, Kenny Pickett. I mean, Mac Jones. I know this is like first-round picks here still, but hell, Mr. Irrelevant from San Francisco, Brock Purdy just led them to the flipping NFC Championship game. Like, come on.
Well, that's the thing. Like, and it's a lot that goes into that. Look, coaching, just, look, mindset, like the intangibles, all that stuff goes into that, getting quarterbacks ready to actually play. Like it's and
speaking of that, passing coordinator Charles London, the high praise he said about Desmond Ritter, just growing into that role, just being a quarterback. I mean, there was a lot going into. Go ahead, buddy. But yeah,
I was going to say, look, there's the hit rate for third round quarterbacks is coming in and just tearing up the league is effing low. Okay,
I know
it's tough. I can't count on too many hands of how many quarterbacks have hit out of those rounds, later rounds. But I mean, what the position we're in, like, we picked him. I think that staff that's here now, they picked him and said, okay, I think we could potentially mold him and make him something. Okay.
Yeah.
From what they see. So, I mean, you got to trust the process, trust the staff. And we just see how it goes because, they know more than us. We're at home. We want the best. I want the best. I hope we come out and tear it up. But Lamar's exciting. I like Lamar. Damn it, I like Lamar. I don't say it. I don't care. But it is what it is. Like, to compare apples to oranges is tough, especially in the situation we're in with the money. And it's tough. It's tough.
A lot that played into the scouting of Desmond Ritter. I understand the media didn't have him in the second round or the first round, but
yeah,
what if Ritter was a first rounder? Then you would have had to play him more often. I'm guessing. I mean,
but he's not. And
he's not. He's a third rounder. The way the draft settled up with the quarterbacks and everybody going, Ritter was a third rounder. But look where Ritter came from with Cincinnati. Turned that program around over there in Cincinnati. When we talked to Jeff Howell from the Cincinnati, from the Part of My Take, remember podcast?
Yeah,
the group out there in Cincinnati, and all the Bengals fans I met going to the game, everybody said, "You guys got Desmond Ritter. Holy shit, man, that's a great guy right there." All those Bengals fans up there, because they're Bearcat fans too.
Yeah.
But they went ahead and told us a lot. Like, you guys got a real quarterback out there. Like, as you said, Bodie, it's not because of his size or some big fancy 90-yard down the field arm like I can do on the run. I mean, it's like he's just a very intelligent, good quarterback. He knows how to lead an offense in college, and you've seen what he did in the 4 games with the Falcons. The first game wasn't the best against the Saints. Bad situation to put him in down there in New Orleans. That was a tough one, even though it's a very bad New Orleans team too as well. But it was tough for the kid, especially with the Mariota situation and the quarterback, everything going on. I would have loved to see him after the Carolina game, but you know what happens right around there. But then again, the numbers got better. Saints, Ravens after the Ravens game, the Cardinals after the Cardinals game, the Bucks. The Bucks game really showed me that he wants to throw for 300-something yards. Mm-hmm. He wants to sit back in the pocket and throw. And if he gets out the pocket, it's because he's getting chased out the pocket. Otherwise than that, he's going to slang and bang. So I'm perfect to see a new. I mean, I feel good to see a new.
Look, I mean, I've been
offense
told
around Desmond Ritter. That's why I'm excited. Lamar, I know what I'm going to get. It's going to be a lot of running. He possibly might get injured. Desmond will play.
There was a stat that I've seen about Lamar. Every season that Lamar has played in the NFL, he has not finished healthy. He's never played a whole season. Never played a whole season healthy. I don't want to waste that much money on a player like that. He's athletic. He's got the MVP. He's got all the numbers, all that. It's just too injury prone.
I mean, I understand. He's a spectacular talent in the NFL.
The
NFL's game is changing. But if you saw some of the plays that Ritter made as a Falcon last season, it can be more exciting next season as well.
Yeah, I just want to see it. Of course, I know we talked to the Cincinnati guys and the Bengals fans, blah blah blah. They're biased. Okay, let's be real. They're biased. I just want to see it. I want to see them develop. They saw something. They interviewed him before the draft, all that stuff. They talked to him. They saw his tape.
I feel like
something.
And big shout out to Miss Brisher right there for raising that too as well, because we love talking Falcons football. This is deep. This is deep when it comes to the quarterback position. This is the most.
His last 4 games, he showed progression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're talking about wanting to see it. We did see it. Just out of 4 games. It wasn't a whole season, but we did see something out of 4 games. We saw progression.
I ain't say we didn't. I ain't say it like I didn't see
awareness,
it. I said we saw it. We definitely saw him improve every game. So I mean, based off of that, he'll get a chance.
That's why I'm just so ready for a whole year.
Yeah, I mean,
big shout out to your Falcon, man.
Ain't dead to me. I'm with y'all. Want to see him, especially you, John. I'm with you, John, or Mike. Whoever it is.
That is true. John. That is true. Any player can get injured. It's just
it's
a lot of money.
I hate playing off of what ifs.
A lot of money.
You just gotta
playing off of what ifs, and I really want to just give Ritter a shot. And if he doesn't work out, it's not going to hurt the Falcons. What is he? $4 million?
Our history with injury-prone players hasn't been very great. Out of no period of time.
Our history there's a lot of things that hasn't been great when it comes to us. I'm not gonna go there.
Dan Burr said he gets injured every season on a consistent basis.
I mean, we had a guy come here say he was going to play for his grandma.
Very true, Dan.
I just remember the "I need money" on his Twitter with the gold, like the teeth. Like I can't. I mean, like, bro, we're trying to rebuild this team.
He is a character.
They dropped a nice little contract. They dropped a nice little contract to him before the season started that he denied. So it's all about money. I don't think it's about what he's got going on in Baltimore or what he's got going on in Atlanta. It's about what he.
I mean, it was the same with.
I want somebody else to ring. It was everybody wants the money, but I want the ring.
Watson was like, "Yeah, what's up, Cleveland? Let's get it." He don't care about no damn Cleveland. He care about that money. Let's be real.
Remember now, Falcon fans.
It's about money.
Even if he does get signed to, let's just say he does come to Atlanta. I'm not going to change my stance here. I still think Ritter should have been the quarterback, but I'm going to be there week 1 supporting the Falcons.
No doubt.
And when we score them, I'm gonna turn up. 3rd down and beyond on defense. Doesn't change anything. It's just that we're just giving our opinion.
Just our opinion. Doesn't equal 2 cents.
Tough.
Shout out to Chase. Shout out to Bodie, man. Real talk. Shout out to everybody in the chat too as well.
Question. And shout out to this conversation that we're having in the chat on YouTube. It's lit in there.
Last thing to go over for tonight. Let's talk about the money. Money. Cap space. Of course, you know where the Falcons sit at right now. We're at the 56 mil. You want to get some more money? We got to cut Mariota.
Bye.
The movie star. You cut Mariota. I believe it's around what 15 to 17 million you're going to get for that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's like 12 or so, 12 or 13. Casey Hayward too as well.
Yeah. I mentioned
Casey could be that slot guy if you brought him back.
I so want Casey back here in Atlanta.
I know. And then
you're looking at that $5 million.
You got to take your heart out of it. This is a business. It's a business.
That $5 million is tough.
We got a lot of draft picks.
Yeah.
We can get a corner.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I'm playing Madden right now, bro, I see that $5 million. I'm like, boop. Yeah, that $5 million, bro. You need that $5 million, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You say, what'd you say if you play Madden? What?
I'm just saying, I ain't calling no Madden GM, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. You would let him go?
No, I honestly want to see Casey Hayward back here in Atlanta. Because I do see now more of a rebuilding your secondary and you possibly drafting Christian Gonzalez.
That's very
cornerback from Oregon.
Or you go get somebody like Jamal Dean in free agency.
Or
James Bradbury in free agency.
Trash.
Jesse Bates.
You see how the defense now we're talking about the secondary. See how they're starting to
Joey Porter Jr. There's a lot. And this draft is really stacked defense.
That's what I'm saying. It just depends on how the free agency go. Patrick Peterson could be a vet to come here. At least he stay healthy. I mean, it ain't nothing against Casey. I like Casey. Y'all probably think I'm just bad.
Like you mentioned,
I like Casey.
The age,
he's
injury.
Older. I mean, so is Pat. But
what's the load management when it comes to Casey coming back next season, especially with the AC, with the pectoral torn? Is it pectoral tear?
Yeah. That's tough.
That's
for
a
an older
very
guy. That's tough.
Yeah.
Let's be real. I love Casey, but it's tough to come back from. There are veterans out there to get, and we could save some money. We probably need to think about it. 2
players can get you 17 mil.
Yeah.
You see what the Titans did today? Well, 4. 20-something million they raised up. Miss B said, who y'all want out of free agency that can get to the quarterback? We got the free agency show coming up next week. I'm glad you asked that. Miss B is always on it.
Deron Payne.
So the situation about Payne is a lot of chatter going on in Washington that they're getting ready to tag him.
I ain't seen it yet. I need to see it.
Payne, man.
Let me see it.
God.
We still haven't talked about the video with Jesse Bates hanging out with Kyle Pitts and AJ Terrell. Who else?
That's because Mariota didn't hold his damn head up.
Sheesh.
They told him to throw here.
Just look at the yardage that Drake and Ritter put up over Marcus and Ritter.
Mariota played so scared, and I ain't trying to just shit on him, but I mean,
Drake would have broken.
I'm looking at what I see with my own 2 eyes.
Drake has 1,000. Drake has 1,000 if Ritter's quarterback.
Probably 10 touchdowns too as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
I hope so.
The free agency show is next week, Falcons fans. We got a special guest. Not going to drop any information here, but the free agency starts in a couple days. Well, a couple weeks, let's say it like that. And of course, we want to make sure Falcon fans are entertained with what we have here on One Time for the Fan. So we love bringing special guests by. So we'll post it on our One Time for the Fan page this week of who we'll have here with us. I guess be prepared because we're going to have a great time this offseason talking Falcons football. Excuse me, Chase. Chase, Bodie, before we go ahead and get up out of here for tonight, any shout outs? We had a great show. And I must say thank y'all to everybody who showed up tonight talking Falcons football with us. Sorry. I'm supposed to be drinking the Tito's, but talking Falcons football with us tonight. And everybody who's going to be listening and watching the YouTube later, appreciate y'all support. But yes, Chase, any shout outs before we get up out of here? Great show. Lamar Jackson talk, Justin Fields talk, free agency show next week. Talked a little bit about the cap space, rookies leading the way, Marcus Mariota, the movie star. So much we went over, man, in just a short period of time. So, floor is yours. We'll be back on Sunday with another show at 8 p.m. Chase.
Yeah, dog. Shout out to y'all boys. Shout out to everybody that was in the comments tonight. Chatting it up with us, checking us out after every show. We got people that's in the comments every show. I know they in the comments. People that stops by we appreciate it. Shout out to all the new subscribers. I think we need like five or four or something like that to get to 300. So let's try to get that.
4 more, I believe. 4
more.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Falcons in this offseason. Let's see if we can make some splash, get some money moving. I'm ready to get some players in here, see some franchise tags. Would love to see Caleb get franchise tagged.
Oh yeah.
But that's about all I got, man. Shout out to y'all boys.
Which is another thing, like we're trying to keep it within the hour. We're already over the hour. Caleb McGarry would have been another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Sunday show. We'll see between now and Sunday what the Falcons do. Are they going to tag him? Are they going to give him the deal? We will see. But Sunday we'll be back to talk about it. Bodie, shout out.
Speaking of Caleb McGarry, happy birthday, Caleb McGarry.
Happy birthday, Caleb. Big Thor.
Yeah. I mean, man. Just shout out to everybody. Shout out to the YouTube channel is lit, man. Shout out to John from Out of Your Falcon Mind. Go subscribe to them cats, man. Subscribe. That damn that damn mic. He got a 10. What was it? A 10 Falcons. Just go look. It's just a 10 emotions of the Falcon fan or something like that. That
I saw that.
I was on the floor.
I think I got to like number 4 and 5. I was like, yeah, I know a shit ton of Falcon fans.
I was like, gut busting laughing. Out of Your Falcon Mind, great content, man. I love y'all. Y'all keep it up, bro. Shout out to everybody. This damn YouTube chat is thumping, man. Shout out to Bridget Danvers, Dre True Statement, Jeff Wolf, Miss Pamela. Shout out to if I miss you and you in here, I'm sorry. But shout out to all y'all. Oh yeah, Deshaun. Can't forget Deshaun. Man, just shout out to y'all, Eric Parker. Shout out to all y'all.
Yeah, Deshaun.
Yeah, 10 stage of Falcons fandom. Exactly. I was on the floor. If you ain't checked that out, go to Out of Your Falcon Mind podcast page. Check that out right after this. Okay. Yeah, shout out to all y'all, man. I could talk all damn day. I got a lot to say. I try to play both sides. I hope y'all notice that. I just want us to come to collective, and ain't no right or wrong answer. We all want our team to be great, and I'm gonna sit here and we all couch GMs, we all couch quarterbacks, we all couch coaches. That's what this podcast essentially is.
Until I get signed.
As the water boy.
You messed my shout outs up, man. Anyway. No. Hey man, I love all y'all, man. Y'all keep me going. Yeah. Love it.
One time for the fan. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We'll be back Sunday. So 8 p.m. Come talk Falcons football. I'm sure between now and Sunday, something else might happen. Of course, around the NFL that involves the Falcons, or the Falcons just might do something themselves, which involves our fan base. So we'll be back to talk about it. Still feeling a little bit down under the weather, but I'm going to go ahead and take my medicine, go ahead and get back, do what I got to do, get to sleep, however it is. We'll see y'all this weekend. Those who's going to the Atlanta United game. We'll be turning up in there too as well.
I'm a little down too. So
shout out to United. Shout out to the Braves, Hawks, Dogs, everybody who's here repping the city, doing the best we can here for the state. Let's go. Falcons fans, shout out to y'all. Rise up. Everybody who's in the chat, we'll be back Sunday. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. And we'll see y'all then.
Peace.
Sunday at 8. Rise
Stay
up,
healthy.
go Falcons.
Stay healthy, guys. Drink water.
And Tito's.
Man.